the man said, brace yourself, because this is going to hurt. I said, can't you dumb it? He said, no, not where this is. It's inflamed. And I was yelling so loud, a baby started crying. And even that baby had enough sense. I said, can you get me out of here? Oh, my God. And so I have pain medication as I speak to you right now. But I've been really reflecting on things, and I've been thinking about some things that I want to share with you. And I want you to think about your goals and your dreams and what you want to achieve, because there's been a shifting in my thinking, and I'm observing some things, and these are things that you know, but finally you just get to a place where you just get tired. And you just face what is. You know, Maya Angelou said, if it looks like a duck, walk like a duck, and quack like a duck, it's a duck. As you think about your goals and dreams, one of the things that's very important is that you surround yourself with collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. But I want to include in that competent, supportive, competent relationships. Here's something with you. It's hard to find that. It's hard to find people that you can depend on. It's hard to find people that are continuously working on themselves. This is not easy. It's hard to find people who will take the initiative, who will go the extra mile, who will take an extra step. It's hard to find people who have ambition. I was in the barbershop the other day, and a guy got out of the chair, and the paper he had around his neck, it just dropped on the floor. And other members there in the barbershop just kept on walking over the paper. It drove me crazy. And finally, I had my friend, attorney Sean Arnold, was there. I said, Sean, would you pick that paper up for me, please? I was in the chair. I would have gotten down and picked it up myself. But there is a mindset that most people are slackers, and it will rub off on you. You'll pick up on it unconsciously. And so you've got to protect your mind. Don't surround yourself with slackers. If you're 10 and you have some slackers around you that are 4s and 5s, you're no longer a 10. That's going to bring you down. I play chess. I don't play chess with people that I know I can beat, because they will bring my game down. I want to play with somebody that's going to challenge me, that's going to make me stretch, that's going to make me think. And I believe that the reason that most people are not reaching their goals is because they don't know the negative impact of toxic, energy-draining, distracted, incompetent people who don't want anything. I want you to think about that. You're serious about changing your life? You want to be around people who want more, not people who need more. I spoke in Los Angeles yesterday for a friend of mine, Brian Franklin, and One Eye Mall, and talked to a group of people there about, and they call this the barbecue church, because they've sold over $1 million worth of barbecue in 1 year to raise funds, Bishop Wilson there, and talk to a group of people about what it takes to make it today, and was quite generous in volunteering to do some things to help them, to coach them, and to spend some personal time working with them. And I had an opening in my schedule to do that. And of all those people there, only 5 people stood up to invest in themselves. Only 5 people showed an initiative to make a dramatic difference in their lives. Why? Because people don't want any more than what they now have. See, the world does not consist of the haves and the have-nots. I'll say this over and over and over again. It consists of the wills and the will-nots. And there's some people that are so sorry and so trifling, you're wasting your energy trying to help them. You're wasting your energy because they're not going to do anything. One of my friends, she's going through a challenge right now with her husband. And he said something to her that's very honest. You know what he said? He said, you want more for me than I want for myself. My God. But think about that. You want more for me than I want for myself. He said to her, look, I'm not going to do any more. I can do more, but I don't want to do any more. And she's tired. And as I listened to her, and I was trying to encourage her and how to coach him, but in my mind, I was saying, don't you hear what he's saying to you? You better use your time and energy keeping yourself together, because the person who's supposed to provide for you, the person who's supposed to protect you, the person who's supposed to be there for you, he's saying to you, listen, you want more from me, and it's really more for us. Because when she can help him plug into life, when she can help him become responsible, when she can help him step up and start helping with the bills and the responsibilities, if she can help him connect with the personal power that he has within himself to do more, to have more, to experience more, that alleviates stress for her and for him and makes their lives much easier. But he's not willing to step up. He's not willing to do that. And she's carrying it all, unfortunately. The majority of households, the primary breadwinners are women. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. There are too many men that are okay with the women paying the bills. Too many men that's okay. That's okay being sperm donors. Okay. Sitting around playing video games and looking at sporting events and not stepping up, not willing to go to school and learn a skill or a new occupational method or technique in which they can begin to generate money. I say to you, who's on your team? Who should you count on? And who should you count out? There's some people you got to develop the courage to face the reality that that's just not them. I just had a conversation with a friend and said, you know, there's some things that I see for you, but obviously you don't see for yourself. And you've already told me you're not a people person, you're not a communicator, you're not going to take the initiative to build relationships. And these are things that's required in order to be involved in business, be successful. And I accept you as you are. I accept that. But that's not going to be a part of my life. That's not somebody that I'm going to spend some time with. I don't want nobody like that in my life. I love them, and there's some people you need to decrease the number of hours you spend around them. You have segmented times that you spend with them, but when it comes to business and making some money and securing your financial future and making some things happen, you've got to keep those people at arm's length. You don't want to get behind and have people around you who are always there when they need you, as Kurt Newton would say. But when you need some help, you can't find them. You find people who come to you to borrow money. It's the same people over and over and over again. You're just throwing money in a hole. Here's something else. Having initiative. I believe the reason that most people are failing and have no ambition, they don't take the initiative to do anything in their own behalf. They rather spend their time and energy complaining about things. See, life is not about complaining and whining and weeping. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got stuff happening to them. Life is about taking charge, having the initiative, having some ambition, having some goals and dreams. And this past weekend, I was training some speakers, just a group of wonderful, creative, resourceful people. And there's one lady named Shannon who had lost her job. And just you talking about being unstoppable. See, the reason that most people are not achieving their goals is because they're unstoppable. Shannon was unemployed. And then she had a moment in her life. She was depressed. She was down. She was low in energy. But she got to a point that she said, I got to do something. I got responsibilities. I'm a single mother. I've got to do something. And she became creative. She didn't have a car. She didn't have a job. You know what she did? She ran an ad on Craigslist for someone to drive her around for job interviews. And she said, and after I find a job, I will pay you. And somebody responded and drove her around until she found a job, did job interviews, and drove her around to find a proper daycare center for her children. And she got a job. She started saving some money, and she paid the driver. She eventually bought a car, and then she bought a home. Come on now. Let me tell you something. If you're poor in America, it's because you want to be. You want to be. The world does not consist of the haves and the have-nots. It consists of the wills and the will-nots. You got to be willing to be relentless and unstoppable and resourceful and creative and refuse to be stopped. Most people are stoppable. And I don't like being around people that are stopped. And you shouldn't either, because it rubs off on you. Negative energy is powerful. I have respect for it. And I just run. When you try to give somebody some energy, give somebody some hope, give somebody some inspiration, and they're not on the same page with you, and they get angry with you, your energy is depleted. I remember trying to help my brother lose weight, and I gained 16 pounds. During that same period, I said, wait a minute. What? I needed that energy for myself. I needed it. I was trying to help him, and I was weakening myself. Many times we put ourselves at risk for the people we care about, and we care more about them and their situation than they care about it themselves. And so this is just a common sense conversation. Common sense that is not common. Want to make your dream come true? You've got to be willing to be a different kind of person. You cannot allow people to waste your time. You've got to have an agenda for your life. If you don't have an agenda, you're going to be a part of somebody else's agenda. At this point in time, this period where we are in our history, in the economy, trust me on this. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's a different kind of game. Most people don't know the game has changed. They don't know. I don't know how. It's amazing. I see people walking around smoking. You say, wait a minute, this person here that every cigarette you smoke takes 14 minutes off your life, that it gives you cancer? You know what? There are people who go through life with blinders on, who will spend more time telling you about a game, about the defense and the offense and who's going to win, can tell you more about the next episode, about Scandal and all the other popular television programs. And then you ask them, how many books have you read in the last 90 days? How many classes have you taken? How much have you learned sitting at the computer in the last 90 days? And most people are not there. See, you want to make up your mind to live an achievement-driven life. Most people are not living achievement-driven lives. You know what kind of lives they're living? A little dab of do you. That's what kind of life they're living. They're not trying to live a life where they can take some hits, because you can take some hits. They're living on the fringes of life. They can't take any hits. They can't afford for the car to break down. They can't afford for the plumbing to break. They can't afford to get sick or something happen to the children or miss a few days of work or get behind on the bills, because they're all they've got. They have not created a mindset of creating multiple streams of income. They have not created a mindset of having ambition and drive to go beyond just surviving. Surviving, it's okay for them. It's okay. It's all right living on the edge. But there's some people, a small number, surviving is not enough, because what it takes to survive and what it takes to live are totally two different things. Listen, your life, your dream, your desires for a better life. You deserve that. And it's going to take everything in you not to be distracted, not to get caught up in other people's drama, including your children. This thing called life is no joke. It's no joke. The next moment can change everything. I'm thinking about a young man by the name of Bilal Hollins. You've seen it in the news. April 6th, an honor student, football star, and the student council and senior class president at Northwestern High School. He was shot in the head outside of the birthday party of one of his best friends. And this young man was a victim of a shooting. Guy from the east side just started shooting for no particular reason. And the bullet hit him in the head. Doctors wouldn't give him a time frame for his release. And he had an urge and a desire. His goal was to go to the ceremony of the graduation and march across the stage to get his diploma. And most people felt he wouldn't be there. He had enough credits to graduate, but it didn't look like he was going to be able to collect his diploma at the ceremony of his high school classmates. And here's something I want you to write this down. Don't give yourself a pass. This young man wanted to go and cross that stage and get a diploma that he earned. He's a victim of a tragedy, shot in the head. When you have goals and dreams, think it's not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. Things are going to happen that you just cannot believe. Things are going to happen to you, and things are going to happen to people you care about. Just get ready for it. Viktor Frankl calls it unavoidable suffering. And Bilal, he decided he was going to go. He made up his mind, I'm going. And that's what you should do. Make up your mind, if you haven't already, and say, I'm going for my dream. I'm going for my goal. And I'm not going to allow the fact that I've lost my job. I'm not going to allow the fact that the relationship that I believed in so strongly no longer exists. I'm not going to allow the fact that I fell on some tough times. I'm not going to allow that to stop me. Most people are stopped. You ask them about goals and dreams, and immediately they'll talk about all the reasons of why they can't do it rather than why they can do it. And Mr. Hollins, wearing a tasseled helmet, emerged on stage to the screams and applause and a standing ovation of the students with a bullet in his head. Come on now. Come on. He showed up. He had a goal and a dream. Everybody would have given him a pass. Everybody said, well, we understand that Bilal has a shot. He has a wound. He's been shot in the head. We know why he's not here. He didn't give himself a pass. He didn't come up with an excuse. Oh, the people, well, you know, I got a record. I've been out applying for jobs, you know, but after he found out my background, you know, and I told you, understand what I mean? I told him about it, and then, you understand what I mean? You know, they fired me. You understand what I mean? So I started slinging some drugs. You understand what I mean? I tell you, this thing called life, there are a lot of slackers. But when I read this story about Bilal Hollins, it gave me goosebumps. If a guy could show up with a bullet in his head to get a diploma for his dream, what excuse do I give myself for not pursuing my dream? That I'm too old? That I don't have a college education? That I tried and it didn't work out? What excuse would I give myself for a path? I'm saying to you, you have something special. You've got greatness in you. I'm saying to you, you've got to have the kind of drive and the determination that you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to show up for my dream. And I'm not going to let nobody or nothing turn me around. That's the kind of courage and drive and determination and ambition and desire that's required in order to make it in this thing called life. And you deserve your best efforts. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't define yourself by your circumstances. Don't define yourself by the lack of money in your bank account. Don't define yourself based upon where you are right now, because you might be down on your luck. No, that's not you. You got greatness in you. 8 out of 10 millionaires have been financially bankrupt. You've got greatness within you. You've got comeback power. You have the ability to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. And let me clarify something here. You know, Michael Jordan had the capacity to win a championship, but he didn't win a championship until Phil Jackson came along. Why? Because he had the capacity, but he didn't have the skill. If your best efforts have failed you, it doesn't mean that you can't have your dream. You have the capacity to have your dream. You don't have the skill. You need a coach. You need someone to help you. Be willing to ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help. And don't stop until you get it. I'm going to speak tomorrow morning in Raleigh, North Carolina. Those of you that are near us, please come out tomorrow morning. I'm the first speaker up. I'm going to knock it out the park. Let the record show. And then I'm going to Procter & Gamble and speak there tomorrow afternoon. Then I go to Malaysia and Singapore. But here's what I want you to do. If you're looking for a breakthrough, if you're serious and ready to go to the next level, I want you to email me at yes@lesbrown.com. I'm inside Les Brown Mastermind Group. I'm going to work with some people that are serious, that want to go to the next level and leverage my contacts, my relationships, my knowledge, and things that I have learned that allowed me to be able to live this kind of life that I live, and being on the biggest stages in the world, being able to use my story and my knowledge to make a difference in people's lives. If you want to make a difference in people's lives, if you want to leave a legacy rather than liabilities, if you want to begin to tap into your power voices, learn how to tell your story, learn how to live your dream, and be in relationship with other like-minded people who have goals and dreams that will challenge you and stretch you, that's what we're going to do. Email me at yes@lesbrown.com. So I'm interested in Les Brown Mastermind. What the investment will be. What will it take? My goal now is just to work with a small group of people who are serious, who want more. Not those who need more. Those who want more and are willing to go all out to make it happen. I'm surprised I was able to do this call tonight. I tell you, when I was at the dental office and I yelled so loud, when I got up, they didn't see me, but I glanced back and looked at the chair. I was just making sure I didn't wet in the chair. Let me tell you something. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The pure working right now. But let me tell you something. If I never see the dentist again, it'll be all right. Oh, my God. And the little boy, 7 years old, named Carson, he went before me. I got to show you a picture of him on my Facebook. I want you to go to brown.les. That's the Facebook page. And it has over 100,000 likes. And I've got a message on there. You got to read today's message, and I want your comments. And I'm about to call tonight. I want your comments. And I want to encourage you to be a part of my mastermind group. But this little boy, 7 years old, said, don't be scared. You can do it, mister. I said, thank you very much. God loves you, and I'm trying real hard. You have something special. You have greatness within you. I'm so glad and grateful to be able to speak to you. I spoke in this church, Founders Church in Los Angeles this past Saturday, and I was training people in our Circle of Mastery Speakers program and my Platinum Speakers. It's been really a full weekend of speaking and training and developing other voices and helping people to get unstuck and get breakthroughs and live their dreams and tap into their energy signature and teaching them how to influence and impact audiences. I'm on fire. And I did all this, and I had this surgery. I thought I would not be able to do it, but I'm impressed. I've impressed myself up in here. But I had the great help. Attorney Sean Arnold, she trained, and she was phenomenal. And Hassan Thompson, he spoke, and he was great. And my daughter, Ona Brown, she spoke and she trained, and that made my work easier. They were mesmerized. Oh, my goodness. I was so proud of Sean and Ona and Hassan. It's great to work with people who, if you don't show up, won't nobody miss you because they are so good. I love it. I love it. I love you. Thank you for listening. I'm so grateful. God has given me grace to be able to speak to you and to serve you and to encourage you. I'm so grateful. You have something special. You've got greatness within you. That's my story. Now I'm sticking to it. This is Mamie Brown's baby boy. Continue to have initiative and ambition and drive and be unstoppable in creating an achievement agenda for your life. Nita Boo?
Thank you so much, Les Brown. I tell you, I was laughing on the other end of this call. Les, you have something special. You have something special, too. That's why you were able to sit in that chair and not pass out.
Look at the lady came down to the parking lot. I was in the car crying, and she said, Mr. Brown, she said, are you coming out? I said, yes. She said, would you let the window down? So I rolled the window down. She said, would you please come upstairs? I said, okay. Oh, my God.
Les, I'm going to send you a copy of this call so you can be motivated. And remember that you have something special.
Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? There was a movie years ago, and I always talk about this. There's two movies that caused me to be terrified of dentists. One is called Little Shop of Horrors. And this was on television the other day. I won't look at a dental scene in there. The other one is Dustin Hoffman and Laurence Olivier, and it's called Marathon Man. You know, you order that movie and see, and there's a scene in there that says, is it safe? And he was talking about, is it safe for me to go get my diamonds? It's Laurence Olivier. And he was about to torture Dustin Hoffman. And something happened to me psychologically when I heard that drill going in his mouth. Let me tell you something. I had a 2-gallon bucket of popcorn. You talk about somebody running over me. And I have gone to the dental office, and once I hit that drill, I clear out. They have to hook me up before I can hit that drill. I can't take that drill. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. So I wear about 3 or 4 pairs of Depends when I go to the dental office.
Well, you're still standing, and thank you for sharing that with us tonight. Because one thing, Les, you are always so transparent, and that's what we love about you, because you are so transparent. You do what you do. You are great at what you do, but you are a coward when it comes to the dentist. Now the world knows.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm going to hypnotist, and none of it works. Okay, so let's open the lines and get some comments. I want to hear your comments on my Facebook, brown.les. I want your comments. Yes, and then also email me if you're interested in the Les Brown Mastermind group. We're going to be traveling and doing a lot of exciting things. I want to work with some people who are ready to do some exciting stuff. Got some big dreams. Okay, dear.
Well,
Open up the line.
Now for those of you that are on the line, star 6 to unmute your line, and remember, be polite to the other callers. All right, we're going to try this, Les. You know how it gets kind of crowded.
Yeah.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing star 6.
Bishop, Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Bishop.
Okay. Hello, this is Dr. E.B. in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Brother, I just called you. I want to see you tomorrow morning here at the hotel. I'm at the Embassy in Raleigh, North Carolina on, what's that, Creedmoor?
Creedmoor Road.
That's right. Please, I'm at the Embassy here. I want you to go with me when I speak tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, listen, I'll be there with bells on, and I'm going to bring and you know what? I'm going to bring a dentist with me.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, man.
Can he repeat his email address?
Mr. Brown, this is Joel.
Yes, at lesbrown.com. I'll repeat it after the call. I'll repeat the email address after. Okay, we are gentlemen. You can go ahead.
This is Joel Free from Cincinnati. I was calling to see if I want to know if the Gamma Noon public anyone.
No, that's a private session in Cincinnati. That Procter and Gamble. I'll be flying in there. But I haven't spoken in Cincinnati in years. I used to serve in the Ohio legislature with Senator Bill Bowen. And so it's been a long time. So I wish, email me if you know someone that's really to set something up. I've decided, because God's given me grace, I'm going to speak everywhere that I possibly can until I drop. Because I'm on fire, I'm stronger, I got my power back, and I'm here to change lives, and that's what I'm going to be about doing. So I'd love to come to Cincinnati. And anywhere else, you got a good group. Okay, give me somebody else to talk to.
Bishop Cox, Las Vegas.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I went to the lesbrown.com to do the email, and that web page is under the.
No, email me at yes@lesbrown.com. Email me at yes@lesbrown.com. My website is under construction.
That's YEN?
YES, like yes. YES, yes@lesbrown.com. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Les Brown. This is Berto from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you for all of your motivation, letting you know that I'm a friend of Yvonne Trower, and I'll be contacting you to be part of your team.
Oh, thank you. All right, look forward to working with you. All right.
Yes,
Hey, Nita, I'm going to go right now, but thank you all so much for being on the call. Nita, go ahead and repeat everything to them so they'll be...
All callers are muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Repeat everything to them so they'll be clear. And I want to just thank everybody for being on the call and pray for me, because you all know I need some prayer.
So Les, I'm not going to be in Raleigh. I'm actually in Richmond, Virginia, and I'll be training in Richmond tomorrow. So I won't see you tomorrow in Raleigh. So I will see you the next time you come through North Carolina.
Well, trust me, you're going to hear
this
about
time.
it because, well, trust me, you're going to hear about it because I'm going to light them up tomorrow morning. Let the record show.
And you're speaking that it should be about 8 o'clock in the morning at the P&G Center in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. And you can can they go to your website? Can they go to the lesbrownevents.com, or they can just pay at the door when they get there?
They can go to, not my website. My website is under construction.
Yes, Les Brown Events.
Go to the events calendar and see if that's posted there. But you just mentioned the place where it is. What's the name of it?
The PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina.
The TNC Arena?
No, P as in Pennsylvania. P as in Pennsylvania. N as in Nancy. C as in Charlie. PNC Arena in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina.
Okay, very good. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you. Well, go ahead and repeat everything to everyone, and I just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you all this evening. Thank you. Take care, Anita Boo.
Well, thank you so much, Les, and thank you all, everyone, for being on the call. You can go to Les Brown's event, lesbrownevents.com, if you want to find out more about the event. If that event is not posted out there, you can go to my Facebook page or go to Les Brown's Facebook page, or you can email me, Anita, that's ANITA, at AnitaHicks.com, or you can email Les Brown at yes, Y-E-S, at lesbrown.com for more information. But we encourage you to get trainings, attend workshops, so that you can be a part of Les Brown's training camp. We invite you to be a part of it, invite you to invite someone on the call every week. Go to our Facebook page, go to Les Brown's Facebook page, and let him know that this call had value to you. Go to my page, Anita Hicks, and let me know that this had value to you. We want to hear from you. We also want to see you at some of our trainings. And I want to invite you, again, to invite someone on the call next week. And as always, I like to remind each and every one of you to never, ever give up on your dreams, because the world awaits your light, your authentic gift. I am training in Richmond, Virginia, and if you have corporate clients that need training, your company needs training, please make sure you go to my website, www.anitahicks.com, and reach out to me. I look forward to hearing you and speaking with you on the call next week. God bless you all, and God bless your dreams. Good night, everyone.